Jolly River Song for speed. Oh, you're good. Perfect. Excellent. Right after this camera.
Brooks, can I get a...
What? There's a possibility. Can you open the map box?
Thank you, Roma. Got it.
Thank you.
Alright, is there anything? Yeah. Roll camera. And action.
Huh? Oh. Dude. Whew.
So this movie, the idea came from a conversation I had with a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, about how older people see our generation today, how they see the world and the way things are rushed and crazy, and technology is just making us so introspective and connected but disconnected at the same time. So the concept came from this conversation, and then when I was about to come back to the US from my vacation back home in Brazil, I just came up with the idea and the story at the airport. I wrote it, and then through many rewrites, we got to this. So. And now, are we slated for our IS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a very nice, simple story. It was very different from what you get from student writers, student directors. It's not entirely complicated, but the themes are complicated. So it's very simple and subtle, and it's a delicate complexity, and that's what really attracted me to it.
Relating to the story, the character is not exactly me. I've always been very much of an extrovert and very much of a, ladies' man. Not really, but I just wanted something, I'd go after it. This fellow I have to play a totally different side of me. He's a much more timid fellow. Now, I won't say timid, that's not right, but he's a very lonely guy. My name is Fred.
Oh, I'm Gloria.
Ah, well.
Would you like to sit down?
Oh, it'd be a pleasure.
I find it really interesting the way people connect, even at any age. In my case, this wouldn't happen because I've been married since I was 18. If I were looking for romance, I think going to the same coffee shop and becoming a part of the community would be a really good idea.
Excuse me. Hi, the cafe just set up a new mailing list. I was hoping you'd like to sign up.
I haven't been thinking too much lately about how technology is rapidly changing and the age division between people who use it and how people use it and people's understanding of it. And this, the script definitely made me rethink that and meditate on that, and just think about how old people perceive technology and young people using technology and how they would want it to be and how we would want it to be as young people.
I was really excited at the prospect of working with 35mm, simply because it's a medium that's slowly going out of phase, especially by the time we become full consummate professionals. And so I felt that it was important, and Carla felt that it was important, that we get a chance to work with it now. Panavision thankfully gave us the opportunity to work with one of the cameras through the grants, and we're having a wonderful experience with it, and I'm pretty sure most of the crew is as well.
Cut. Cut.
although it may not seem like it, doing this kind of movie is harder, I would say, than something with really dramatic lighting and, you know, like horror movie and lots of crazy effects and stuff. It's actually kind of harder to make something just look natural and pretty and soft, and that was kind of the look we were going for, is like this, you know, nice, warm coffee shop, like a familiar home vibe feel, in a nice environment in his home.
My vision for this film was just a very classic and vintage, kind of like an old soul feel, like a lot of earthy tones, a lot of natural colors, but then at the same time, for like key characters and key events, we'd have some pops of color, like using red and green, just to make it stand out and very noticeable. And I think that really helps the story come to life visually.
The best thing about this production, I think, is the fact that everyone, because I've done some commercials before, and everyone is over 50 or, you know, in their 40s and 50s, and everyone on this production pretty much is my age. You know, we're in our 20s, and everyone is doing the same thing, and there's still that same level of quality and that same precision in completing the shots and putting things together, you know, and the art team and the camera guys, and everything is on that same level, but everyone is so much younger. It inspires me and it gets me excited to work more.
Roll camera.
Big. Scene 6, Zorro, take 1.
It's a pleasure to work with Carla and Tracy. They really know what they're doing. It's really fun that they're getting to use 35mm. It's very exciting, and I really respect the entire crew. I think everybody pitches in, everybody does his or her part, and I don't see any prima donnas around, which is very special. There's a good team spirit here, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
This is just the first day of long 3 days. I hope they're fun. I hope you all have fun, and I really appreciate you guys being here, so thank you very much. Thank you, Carla. We got so much help that it made me realize how kind people are when you need it. Especially, I think filmmakers, more experienced filmmakers, know what it is to do your own film, so they are helping it. We got so much help. We got the Panavision grant. We got free transfer from Deluxe. We got free transfer from Telecine, from Company 3. People donated to this movie, so we could never make it without this help. And now I can see why older filmmakers like to help the young filmmakers, because I know that if one day I'm there, I will want to help people just the same way people are helping me now. So I think that was a big part of our production, and was great for us.
The amount of effort that everyone is giving to this project, how professional everyone is, and the cohesiveness that I see between the crew members. And it's really heartening to see students who are not pros yet to be working at such a high standard level. And that's actually something that I really enjoy seeing.
His whole motivation here in this film is to meet this lovely older lady and maybe develop an interesting relationship, which we're all looking for, aren't we? Down deep, a good, interesting relationship. And you never get too old to want a good relationship. I'm still in the market myself. Yeah, it's just people relating, you know, wanting to relate, and that's very understandable to anyone. I'm better with words than text anyway.
What?
Yeah, never mind.
I think this movie is very different, at least than what I'm used to in student movies. I think it's just a subject that is not very approached by young filmmakers. So hopefully it's going to be something different that is going to make people interested. And I also think it's a very important and current topic because that's just about the world today and where things are going. So I think it's a nice movie that hopefully is going to make people rethink their dependence on technology and on being connected 24/7, you know. So hopefully that's what's going to make it different. I hope we can send it to some festivals and get it just out there. So that's my biggest hope, that people see it. Noise. Cut. Cut. How's that?
I think that's a winner.
All right, circle take time. And that's a wrap on Mr. Polman's event. That's a wrap.
Oh, thank you. No.
And action. Excuse me.
Cut.
Cut. I want to try this.
We will.
It's rolling.
Rolling?
Yep.
Hi, my name is Sam Kim. I'm the producer for Carla's short senior thesis film, Mr. Polman Wants to Fit In. I'm special, that's why I get to ride a Segway.
This is our Segway scene, which is one of my favorites in the movie. It's really fun if you haven't tried. And should I be serious? Like,
No, don't.
hi, my name is Carla, and I'm the director for Mr. Polman Wants to Fit In. I love this! I love this! Okay, enough. Tracy, you want to take over? I don't know about that. Oh my god! I'm gonna go very slow, guys. Very slow.
I got it. Turn. Tracy, do you know how to turn?
No!
Great, that's great.
It's showbiz, and I love it. It's in my blood.